Hey guys, Elizabeth here from Plant-Based Bride, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what's on my iPhone 7 Plus. So I just picked up this iPhone a couple days ago to replace my old iPhone, which was an iPhone 5S. And I decided to get the 7 Plus because I wanted the larger screen, essentially, over the regular iPhone 7. And I decided to get it in the matte black, which I thought was just really cool. And I like black, as you guys know. And I also got it in the 256 gigabyte version, so I have enough gigabytes for all of my things forever. So I just want to show you guys what I have on my phone, how I organize my phone. I have spent the last couple days trying to figure out how I want to organize it, and I've actually done it quite differently than I had previously on my iPhone 5S. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys how I do it. Since I still have my old phone, I thought it'd be fun to show you guys just a really quick overview of how I organized this phone so you can kind of see the difference. Okay, so my iPhone 5S, the home screen was a picture of my husband and I on our wedding day. If you want to see more photos from our wedding, definitely check me out on Instagram at Elizabeth Turn. I have lots of photos there. So anyway, once you get in there, this was my home screen. It was just one page. I only had the one, and almost everything was in a group. So on my dock, I had phone, clock, messages, and settings. The only other apps that weren't in groups were calendars, so that I could always see what day it was, the date, podcasts, Safari, Evernote, the camera, and when I work, which is how I clock in and clock out of my job when I go to my day job. Everything else was in groups. So I'm not going to go through every single app, but I'm just going to quickly open each group so you kind of have an idea of what I had. So I have the mail group. I have so many unread messages, but this is because I have a new phone now, so they're not syncing properly between the two, and I'm checking my email on my new phone. Socialize, so all my social media, basically. Travel. Shop. Smile, which is all like photo editing stuff. Health. Do stuff, which is like the productivity folder, I guess, kind of miscellaneous. Entertain. And learn. So that was everything I had on my old iPhone, my iPhone 5S. Okay, so now on to my iPhone 7 Plus. This is the home screen. It is yet another picture from my husband and my wedding. Again, you can follow me on Instagram to see more photos like this one. And this is what the home page looks like. So as you guys saw on my iPhone 5S, I organized all my apps in groups, and on my 7, I wanted to try to organize them by pages instead of in groups. So that's kind of what I'm trying out, and I'm going to see how it goes. So this is the home page. You can see I changed what's on my dock. So last time it was phone, clock, messages, and settings. This time I have Spotify because I'm putting Spotify on pretty much every time I'm leaving the house, go on my way to work, on my way grocery shopping, whatever, and it's just easy to have it right there to play some music. So I have Spotify. I also have messages because I do use the messages app to text all my friends and family. I have Messenger because I also use that quite a bit to message friends and family, and Evernote. So starting with Spotify, I love Spotify. I am, like I said, always turning it on as soon as I leave the house, basically. And I really like that I can sort of download some songs to listen to offline. I like how much is available. I like being able to make my own playlists and search other people's playlists. I just really enjoy Spotify. You can follow me if you want. I am Elizabeth Career Turnbull on Spotify. I don't really have any fun playlists at the moment, but if you guys are interested, maybe I'll make a playlist of all my favorite songs that I like to listen to on a daily basis, and if you want, you can find them on my Spotify. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to make a favorites Spotify playlist. Then I have messages. That's where I text friends and family. These are the 3 messages I have right now because I literally got my phone 2 days ago, and I don't really text that many people. I keep messages on my dock because I want to be able to see if I have a text message, because the only people I really text are my close friends and family. So my husband, my mom, and my dad are the only 3 I've texted in the last couple days. and I want to know if I have a message from them, basically. So messages, then I have Facebook Messenger, which I use every day for messaging pretty much everybody who is not my immediate friends and family. So yeah, Facebook Messenger is there. Then I have Evernote, which I use basically every single day. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You can make a new note really easily. There's so many special features to Evernote that you don't get in a lot of different note-taking apps. You can have different notebooks. So I have a notebook just for general life stuff, and I also have a notebook for all of my Plant-Based Bride blog, YouTube stuff. You can record things, you can put pictures in there, links to things. I'm pretty sure you can have videos. You can sync it, which is what I do. I sync it between my phone and my iPad and my computer so I can access them anywhere. You can access all your notes while you're offline and edit them, and then as soon as you connect to your data or Wi-Fi again, it will sync all of them again. It's really amazing, and I use it literally every single day. So Evernote has to be there so that I can quickly access it when I have an idea or something I want to write down. Okay, so that was the doc. On to the pages. So I split up the pages into generally different uses. So the main page is the stuff I use most often and the stuff I need to access quickly, usually. The second page is social media. The third page is health and entertainment. And the fourth page is my sort of junk drawer miscellaneous productivity. So the first page, I have my phone app. I don't call a lot of people, so I don't need it on my dock anymore. That's what I realized. I haven't made my favorites yet because I've only had my phone for a couple days, but my favorites will be my husband, my dad, my mom, my sister, and a couple other close friends. They're really the only people I ever call anyway. Then I have my calendar, which I don't use to schedule things because I use my bullet journal. I prefer to use my bullet journal to use paper over using a digital calendar, but I do want to be able to double check dates and to see what day of the week it is and the date easily and quickly. Then I have the clock so that I can set alarms. I use my iPhone as my alarm every day, so I need that, and timers, stuff like that. Then I have the settings, obviously, just if I need to access that. Then I have mail. So I use two mail apps. I use the Apple Mail, and I also use the Gmail app Inbox. So that's the newer version, I guess, of Gmail. So my mail app is where I get all of my personal email. For Inbox from Gmail, that's where I get emails for Plant-Based Bride. So plantbasedbride@gmail.com, where I get any emails about my blog, business, etc. They come here. So I get a ton of emails every day. So if you do send me an email and I don't reply, please send me like an Instagram direct message or tweet me or comment on one of my YouTube videos or anything. Reach out to me on social media, send me a message on Facebook, because then I will be sure to find it in my email and email you back. But if I don't email you back, it's not because I don't care and I don't want to read it and respond to you. It's probably just that it's hidden in a pile of random junk that I get emailed every day and I missed it. So in my inbox, one thing that I like about the Gmail Inbox app is that you can actually have multiple emails. So I have my business email and I also have my performing email. So that's where my agent sends me emails, where I get emails when I'm on contract from the stage manager, from my director, choreographer. Everybody goes into there. So I can check both of those. Next, I have Google Maps. I prefer Google Maps over the Apple Maps. I use Google Maps pretty much every day. Then I have Rocket Man. This is an app that you can use in Toronto to see when buses and streetcars are coming for the TTC, our transit system. But basically, wherever you are, you can tap the stop that you're waiting at and you can see how long it is till the streetcar or the bus comes. It's not always super reliable, but it's much better than blindly waiting at a bus stop and not knowing how long it's going to be till the bus comes, if it's 1 minute or 30 minutes. So I use this pretty much every day on my way to work. Then I have Uber. I don't use Uber super frequently. As you can see, I haven't used it since I got this phone, but I do use Uber from time to time, so I like to have it on my phone. Car2Go. I use Car2Go pretty frequently as well, probably actually a little bit more than Uber, to be honest, because I prefer to drive myself. and it's not always cheaper, but at least I'm in charge of the car I'm in, which is nice. So basically Car2Go, if you don't have it in your city or you're not familiar, is a way for you to sort of micro rent smart cars, basically. So the idea is you find a car, either one that's near you or one that's going to be near where you're going, whatever. And if I was right beside this car, for example, I could tap on it and I could press start rental. Or if I wasn't, I could reserve it, and that would reserve that smart car for half an hour so no one else could take it. And basically once I'm there, you can use your phone to unlock the car, get in, drive wherever you're going, it charges you by the minute, and then park somewhere else on the street, and then you get out and you lock it with your phone again. So it's really convenient. I like to use it if I have like a really big grocery shop, and it's gonna be really awkward to take it home by transit. Usually I will use Car2Go. And I discovered Car2Go in Calgary when I was there because I used it to get around the city when I needed a car. And I really loved it. So I've continued using it in Toronto. And it's really a pretty awesome service. So I would recommend it. Then I have Beck Taxi. I don't call taxis as often as I used to, but I do still use taxis from time to time, especially when there's Uber surge pricing, I will use a taxi. And then the last travel transportation app I have is the Air Canada app. I obviously don't use this app as much as the other transportation apps, but I have been flying at least 4 or 5 times a year for the last few years. And I like to have the Air Canada app because I tend to usually fly Air Canada, and that way I can see my flight status, I can check in ahead of time, I can see all of my flight details. I enjoy having the app there. So next I have the weather app where I can check what the weather is going to be like. I usually forget to do this, but I try to do it so that I know what to wear as I go out of my house, so I'm not over or underdressed for the weather. This is just the weather app that comes on the iPhone. Then I have my TD Canada app. TD is the bank I use, so I have that so I can quickly send transfers, I can check my account balance, all of that good stuff. Then I have FreshBooks. I'm really enjoying FreshBooks for tracking my expenses. I haven't used it for sending invoices, which is kind of the main purpose of the app or the service, but using it to track my expenses has actually been the easiest way I've found to track my expenses so far, which is incredible. And they make it really easy to then send all of your expense information to your accountant at tax time, or to send it to the government if you do your own taxes. So I'm really enjoying using FreshBooks. I'll leave a link in the description box if you guys want to try it for 30 days for free. You can do that. It's awesome. I would recommend it. Then I have When I Work. I'm not going to open it because it's going to show private information, but When I Work is the app that I use to clock in and clock out of my day job. I think I mentioned that when I was showing you guys my iPhone 5S. Then I have Dropbox. I like to have that to back up all of my photos for my camera roll. I also use it just to save all my files and stuff. I have an audition coming up. These are my sides and scenes. There are 50 pages of them. Yay! Okay. Then I have MSecure. This app is really awesome. It's a password manager. So you can put in passwords, you can put in banking information, anything that you want to have access to on your phone, but you need it to be secure. That you want it to be encrypted, you want it to be safe and password protected. MSecure is a really awesome app for that. You can back things up, you can sync things from your computer to other devices. I really like it. So that's MSecure. Then I have Safari for searching things, you know, looking stuff up on Google, all that good stuff. Then I have podcasts. Podcasts would also be on the dock if I could have 5 apps, which I can't. I listen to podcasts about as often as I listen to Spotify. Slightly less, which is why it's not on the dock. I really enjoy listening to podcasts. Some that I listen to are Half Hour Call, Commons, Canadaland, Banging Book Club, Color Code, Ladies Who Lunch, Thank God I'm Atheist, Bearded Vegans, Vegan Warrior, Princesses Attack, all kinds of fun stuff. Then I have the Do app, where you can set reminders. I honestly have never used the Apple Reminders app, or if I have, it was a long time ago. But I found this app years ago and I really liked it, so I use the Do app to remind myself to do things like menial tasks that repeat, like watering my plants. You can set it to repeat every however long. I just find it really useful. So that's page 1. It's all the stuff that I kind of access every single day, or I want to be able to access quickly, even if I don't use it every day. So yeah, that's page 1. On to page 2, social media. We have Instagram first, my favorite social media. You can follow me on Instagram. I am at Elizabeth Turn. This is my Instagram. Yeah, and like I said, I have a lot of wedding photos on my Instagram. Pictures of me. Pictures of my cats. That's pretty much it. Lots of pictures of me, lots of pictures of my cats, lots of pictures of my wedding, a picture of me and my sister. But yeah, totally follow me on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's really fun to see what everyone's up to. I follow friends, I follow influencers, I follow people who inspire me, I follow cats. Which reminds me, I have another Instagram account. It is The Chronicles of Chewy and Yoda. And it's all pictures of my cats. So if you really like my cats, but you don't like me that much, which is fine, that's how I feel a lot of the time, you can follow them on Instagram. They have a very small account, but there's lots of cute, fun pictures like me and Yoda at Halloween. That's my cat Yoda dressed up as Chewbacca. And this is my cat Chewy, named after Chewbacca, dressed up as Yoda. So cute. Yay. Yeah, pretty fun. Anyway, then I have Snapchat. I'm a lot newer to Snapchat. Oh my god, that's so meta. So I'm still getting into the habit of using it, but I mainly downloaded it so I could get cuter filters for my Instagram stories. So if you're not a huge Snapchat person, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll pretty much see everything. So I am Plant-Based Bride on Snapchat. You can follow me if you want. Let's see what's today's filter. Oh! What else should we do? What's this? Oh my god. That's terrifying. Nice, very cool. I feel like this goes with my whole vibe today. I have no idea what's happening here. Oh my god, okay. This one's creepy and it's been around for so long and I want it to go away. That's cute. I have little stars. How pretty. Anyway, so Snapchat I'm getting more into. It's kind of fun. Then I have YouTube. Obviously, I am a YouTuber. I want the YouTube app. I mostly use it to watch other people's videos. I used to use it to reply to comments and kind of track stats and things like that. Now I mostly use the Studio app for that. It makes it easier to reply to comments. So this is usually where I've been replying to comments lately, is from the Studio app. Then I have the camera. Then I have photos, which I'm not going to open because it just recently synced it with like every photo I've ever taken on any iPhone I've ever had, and there are lots of weird, old, embarrassing photos. So I'm not going to open that, but you guys know what photos looks like. Then I have Unum, I think is how you pronounce it. This is how I plan out my Instagram feed. So if you guys kind of like my Instagram, this is how I plan it. Then I have Visco, which I use to edit photos. Then I have Facetune, which is where I do very specific edits. So if I need to whiten a wall or background, if I need to smooth something out, if I have a weird flyaway in my hair, all of those very specific things. You guys have seen Facetune before and you know what it is. I have that. I have Afterlight. Then I have Snapseed, which I like to use for, again, very specific types of editing. You can do selective editing in just certain areas. So I like that if I want one area to be a little brighter, if I need one area to be a little sharper or have a bit more contrast, I like to use Snapseed for that. So those are all the photo editing apps. Then I have Facebook, which I use to keep in touch with friends. And I also have a Facebook page, Plant-Based Bride. Go give it a like if you want. Then I have Pinterest. I'm obsessed with Pinterest. You guys should definitely follow me on Pinterest, Plant-Based Bride. Yet again, I like plants. I like style. I like minimalist home things, art. I pin a lot of things from my blog. I pin my videos. Just, yeah, lots of awesome stuff. Veganism, cute animals, pictures of my cats, pictures of other people's cats and dogs. My plants board is probably my favorite, though. It's just so calming and pretty. Look at all those plants. Love it. Then I have Tailwind. Tailwind is a scheduler app for Pinterest. I think you can now use it for Instagram as well, but I use it for scheduling my pins. So I can go on a little bit of a rampage and pin 500 things if I want to, but they will all go onto my Pinterest in a nice, evenly spread out, optimal timed way and not just spam everybody with all my pins. Because if you're anything like me, you go on Pinterest and you pin things for like 3 hours, and this means that other people aren't getting all those notifications or seeing all your pins for 3 hours. They're just getting them consistently, which is better. Then I have Twitter. I don't tweet a whole lot. I'm trying to remind myself to tweet more. But you can follow me on Twitter if you are a Twitter person. Yeah, some inspiration. I sometimes tweet what I'm up to, articles, stuff like that. So that is all of my social media stuff. Then the third page is health and entertainment. So I have my Starbucks app so that I can order Starbucks quickly. I have my card uploaded on there. I have Happy Cow, which is an awesome app if you are vegan or vegetarian. It helps you to see all of the vegan, vegetarian, or restaurants with vegetarian, vegan options and stores near you, literally anywhere. I've used it in Costa Rica, in Mexico, in Grand Cayman. I've used it all over Canada. I've used it in the US. It's amazing. So download Happy Cow if you're ever trying to find vegan or vegetarian restaurants. I also have Vegaholic or Vegaholic, but basically you can search any kind of alcoholic beverage. So say Mill Street Organic. And then it comes up and I can see what's vegan friendly and what's not. And if you click on it, you can get more information. So Mill Street Milk Stout is not vegan friendly and it has more information there for you to read. So that helps me. I very rarely drink, but when I do, I usually double check what I'm gonna drink on that app to make sure it's vegan, unless it's something that I order regularly and I know is fine. Then I have Uber Eats for when I'm feeling really lazy and I just want to order food and have someone come to my door with food and not make any. That's what Uber Eats is for. Then I have Clue, which is really amazing. TMI time, my current cycle. It's really, really, really incredible. You can track so many things. It's very in-depth into your cycle. It's a period tracker. I have to send in my Pearly, which I use for birth control, to get its battery replaced because I've had it for over 2 years now. Almost 3 years? 2 years. 2 years. And every 2 years, I think I have to replace the battery. Anyway, while that is getting replaced, I'm going to use a basal thermometer and this app to continue my fertility awareness method birth control. If you guys aren't familiar with this style of birth control, I will link a video in the cards where I talked about vegan birth control and where I talked about what I use, which is FAM, the fertility awareness method. But I'm going to use this app as a replacement for my Pearly, my little personal computer, until it comes back from getting the battery replaced. So I definitely recommend checking out this app. It's really, really cool. There's so many different things that you can track. It's very accurate, and you can also share your cycle with other people if you want to. So your partner or friends, whatever. Very cool. Then I have the HealthMate app, which is by Nokia. It goes with my watch. It used to be Y-Beans was the name of the company, and now I guess it's been acquired by Nokia. But basically, my watch looks like it's an analog watch, but it's actually connected to my phone, and it automatically changes for daylight savings time, all that business. And it also tracks my steps in what looks like an analog tracker thing, but it's digital, which I really like. So it connects to my app, so you can see today I set my goal to 10,000, so when I hit 10,000 steps, that's 100%. So I'm just past 0 again because I hit my 10,000 steps and now I'm at 10,085. So I'm just past 0 again. It'll keep going over and over and over again. Anyway, I enjoy it for that. It can also monitor your sleep and do other cool stuff, but I mostly use it as my watch and as a pedometer. Then I have the Apple Health app, which I've literally never used in my life, but I can't delete it. Then I have Headspace, which I use for meditation when I remember to try to meditate, which is less often than I really should. Then I have Lumosity, which is brain games, brain training. It's fun, it's cool, it's good for your brain. Thumbs up. Then I have entertainment. So I have Netflix, where I can watch TV shows and stuff. I watched some TV on my break at work today on Netflix. I need to watch Okja. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I've heard it's really good. If you guys have watched Okja, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Was it good? Was it not good? Is it worth watching? Was it not worth watching? I want to know. My husband and I are watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and we're almost done. We're on season 7, near the end, and I'm sad about it. I also watched Moana yesterday, for the first time. Really cute. I really liked Moana. There was some weird stuff in regards to the animals when you're looking at it from a vegan perspective, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Then I have IMDB because I like to look up actors when I'm watching TV or movies because I constantly recognize actors and can't remember from where. So I have the IMDB app just so I can look them up and remember where I know them from. It seems really stupid, but I do it so often that I just should have the app. Then I have iBooks where I read books, obviously. I have Emma here. I just started reading it on my phone. I was reading it in physical form and I didn't want to bring the book around anymore. And then I have music. I don't really use this app either. I prefer to use Spotify. Sorry, Apple, but iTunes has always kind of sucked. Then I have Voice Record Pro. This I find to be a far higher quality recorder than the one that comes automatically on your phone. Then I have GarageBand and iMovie. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these. They came automatically on my phone, but I thought I'd leave them for a little bit and see if I wanted to use them. Now that I have an iPhone 7 Plus, I might start filming some things on my phone for my YouTube channel, in which case I might want iMovie on my phone to edit it. Still deliberating. So those are on there. FaceTime, which I almost never use when I'm home, but I like to use when I'm away so my husband and I can see each other when we talk. And then I have 2 games. Both of these are new. I don't tend to really play a lot of games. You probably saw on my old phone, I think I just had Tetris. But I used to love Temple Run, so I tried downloading Temple Run 2 and this revolver game thing. And then the very last page is just productivity/junk drawer. So I have my contacts, I have Find My iPhone, Find Friends, which I've also never used and might delete. Then I have Cam Scanner. This app is really fun, and by fun I mean not that fun, just useful. You can take pictures with your phone of documents and it turns it into a PDF. So it's great for storing things in a paperless way. I can take a picture of a document and directly upload it to Dropbox, and then I can get rid of the paper and not have to keep it in a file cabinet somewhere. It's awesome. If you're a minimalist, I'd recommend an app like Cam Scanner. Then I have Wallet because I am setting up Apple Pay. I have the calculator, which I use quite a bit. I use it mostly by swiping up, like I do the camera as well. Then I have Convert Units. I use this pretty often when I need to figure out inches to centimeters or kilometers to miles. Then I have the Tips app, which I'm not going to keep long term, but I wanted to keep for now since I'm not super familiar with the iPhone 7 Plus yet. And then I have the App Store and the iTunes Store, so I can download apps and songs if I need or want to. So yeah, that's everything. That's everything that's on my iPhone. That took me a lot longer to go through than I thought it would. So I'm sorry if this video is very long. If you made it all the way to the end, let me know in the comments below your favorite color. And thank you for watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting. Let me know if you're weird like me and you like to know how other people organize their phone and what apps they find indispensable. I've always found it interesting. So I was told today that I look like Princess Leia with these buns. If you agree, give this video a like. If you disagree, also give this video a like. I'm just kidding, you can dislike the video if you want. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I am wearing Lime Crime Pumpkin on my lips. If anyone is curious, vegan and cruelty-free. Woo! Okay, bye.